Okay, welcome back. So when you look at this example, you can see already that x minus 1 is a factor. And you can see there's a quadratic that will not factorize. But we will need to derive this. So I have to multiply this out and get the final answer. So if I multiply this out, that times that will give me x cubed. X times that will give me 3x squared minus 1x squared will give me plus 2x squared, and then x times 1 will give me 1x minus 3x will give me minus 2x, and then finally minus 1. So let's see if that is correct. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 2x minus 1. Yes, that's correct, because we'll need this for deriving. Now let's see, number 1. The y-intercept, clearly it is negative 1. Or in an ordered pair, it is 0 minus 1. Number 2, the x-intercepts. Well, this time they did us a favor. This part they already worked out for us. So it is x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. But this part is a quadratic. And you can see clearly that that quadratic will not factorize. We have taught you this before. Work out b squared minus 4ac. If you work out b squared minus 4ac in this question here, it will be b squared will be 3 squared minus 4 into a, which is 1, into c, which is 1, and you will get 9 minus 4, you'll get 5. 5 is not a perfect square, so this will not factorize. Therefore, you'll have to use the formula. So if you're using the formula on this, then you're going to say, well, x is equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, which will give you minus 3 plus or minus b squared will be 3 squared minus 4 into a into c all over 2 times a, and that will become minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 5 all over 2. And from here you will get x is equal to, when you put this in the calculator, you work it out, you will get x is equal to minus 0,4, or x is equal to, if you put that in the calculator, you will get x is equal to minus 2,6. Alright, we finished with the x-intercepts. So we know that the x-intercepts are 1, minus 0,4, minus 2,6. Now we are going to find the derivative and make it equal to 0. So the derivative will be 3x squared plus 4x, 2 times 2, 4x minus 2, and I'm going to make it equal to 0. And once again I can see that this will not factorize. Or if you work out b squared minus 4ac, you will find that it does not factorize. Again, you'll be forced to use the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b, that will be minus 4, plus or minus b squared, that will be 4 squared, minus 4 into a into c, into a into c, all over 2a, and that will give you minus 4 plus minus the square root of plus or minus the square root of 40 all over 6. And from this you will get your two answers. X is equal to, you will get 0,4, or x is equal to, you'll get 0,4, or x is equal to minus 1,3. I'm not going to do this step by step. So you can do that, put that in your calculator, you get x equal to 0,4 or x is equal to minus 1 comma 3. Now, when x is 0 comma 4, then y is equal to, you take this 0 comma 4 and you put it in the original equation. And when you put it in the original equation, you will get y is equal to minus 1 comma 4. And when x is equal to minus 1 comma 3, then y is equal to, you put this again in the original equation. You put it in the original equation and you will get y is equal to 2 comma 7, 2 comma 8. 2 comma 8. You get y is equal to 2 comma 8. Alright, so we got our two ordered pairs here. We can now draw the graph. So let's draw the graph. So, and again it's a rough sketch. There's your 0, there's your y, there's your x. Right, let's see. The y-intercept is minus 1. So let's say that's minus 1 there. We put that there. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that's minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, so we plotted the y-intercept. Now the x-intercept. X is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 is here. X is equal to minus 0 comma 4. Minus 0 comma 4 will be here. Right. Minus 0 comma 4 is there. So let's write it like this, 0 comma 4 minus. And minus 2 comma 6 will be somewhere here. That's half minus 2 comma 6 is there. Right, so we have plotted that, we have plotted that, we have plotted that. Now the turning points. 0 comma 4, so 0 comma 4 will be somewhere here. 0 comma 4 and 1 and minus 1 comma 3 and minus 1 comma 3. So say that's minus 2, so minus 1 comma 5 minus 1 comma 3 will be here. Right, and this is minus 1 comma 3. Sorry, this is minus 1 comma 3 is here. Because this is minus 1 comma 5. This is 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 comma 5, so minus 1 comma 3 will be there. Right, next we have to plot this one, minus 1 comma 3. So there is minus 1, x is minus 1, so minus 1 comma 5 minus 1 comma 3 will be here. So that's minus 1 comma 3 there. Minus 1 comma 3 and 2 comma 8 and 2 comma 8, it's here. Right. Now, because it is positive x cubed, the graph goes like that. So clearly the graph will go and turn there, and this is the other turning point, and it will turn here like this. Right, so now we've got to be careful, a little careful. It's going to turn here, but it has to go through minus 1, and that's minus 1 there. So it turns here, it goes up there. This is easy done. Now it turns here, it goes through minus 1 there. It goes through minus 4 there. Goes and join there, it comes down there. Goes through minus 2.6 there. So here you don't have exact points. You have approximations and you do it like that. Alright, so we'll give you some time to have a look at that. And I think now we finally ended this section, because we wanted to do one example where you have to use the quadratic formula. Alright, so I hope you have seen how cubic functions can force you to use quadratic formula when the quadratic does not factorize. So don't be afraid, you make sure the formula will be in the formula sheet, make sure you substitute properly, make sure you work with the calculator carefully and get the answers correctly. Alright, with that we come to the final end on sketching cubic functions. Thank you, goodbye.